Hey guys, it's Evangeline here of Dust My Face. Gonna do a quick 10-minute makeup tutorial today. Perfect for those days when you're on the go or have some errands to run or gonna meet the girls for a lunch date. I'm beginning by moisturizing my model's skin using a flat synthetic brush. I prefer using a synthetic brush to apply creams and primers as well as cream foundations into the skin. My next step is going to be using my pore minimizing primer from Makeup Forever. It's my favorite. It gives your foundation and powder something to grip to and gives you an overall smooth look. Next, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm going to use a sponge to apply this. Normally for full glam, I wouldn't apply the foundation first, but being that this is a 10-minute makeup tutorial, this is what we're doing first. I prefer using the Makeup Forever HD liquid foundation because it is full coverage. It does give full coverage with a lightweight feel. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey once it sets, and it looks sickening in photos. And video, of course. I'm continuing to blend underneath her eyes and all the areas where it tends to crease, underneath the jawline as well. We're going for a medium coverage look, since it is daytime makeup. I'm continuing to stipple and blend the foundation into her skin. I don't want any lines or creases anywhere on her face because, who loves lines and creases? No one. Next step, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever HD concealer. Now, when I apply this, I am going to pay attention as to not go too close to the waterline. This is a medium buildable coverage concealer. I prefer this type of concealer because it is self-setting. I tend to use waterproof or self-setting concealers because once you apply powder over it, it ensures that your makeup isn't going anywhere, girl. And that's the goal. The less touch-ups, the better. So I continue blending outward and inward and just blending it into the foundation for a seamless finish before I begin the setting process. Remember, blending is key for a flawless makeup application. Continuing the process, I'm going to take my fluffy eyeshadow brush that I normally use along the crease area of the eye, and I'm going to use a taupe matte eyeshadow to apply directly to the eyelid, beginning along the lash line, blending back and forth and upward. I personally prefer a matte eyeshadow for a daytime look. It just gives a soft serve kind of look, if you will. Make sure to blend around the crease area a few times just to ensure that the shadow is blended into your full eye area. Next, I'm going to take a flesh tone matte eyeshadow and apply that along the bottom of the eyebrow and the inner corners of the eyes just to seamlessly blend everything together. This matte flesh tone is also from the Mario eyeshadow palette. Moving back to the under eye area, look up and blend that concealer, girl. Make sure there is no crease before setting it. Next, I'm taking my Makeup Forever HD loose powder and applying that underneath the eye area. Also along the jawline underneath the cheekbone area. I will not set the cheeks yet because that is going to come next. Add a little powder along the forehead, down the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, and let it sit. Do not dust it off yet. Just let that set the foundation and we will worry about that later. Get a little dust off her shirt. Next, grab your favorite bronzer. Mine is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Bronzer. And it's a lightweight gel formula, so it blends really seamlessly into the skin. I'm taking a brush and applying it along the high points of the cheek, using it the same way you would apply your blush. If you don't prefer using a bronzer, you can go in with your blush as well and use it the same way I'm applying the bronzer to your cheekbones. Moving right along to the brow area, I'm going to use a tinted brow gel by Makeup Forever, the Aqua Resist Brow Fixer. It's my favorite because it's waterproof and their aqua line is amazing. It is long wear and it isn't gonna budge. The brush on this tinted brow gel is very fine and thin, which allows you to get into those sparse areas. So I'm just brushing it upward, making sure the doll has a cute groomed brow for the day. You can also do this with your eyebrow pencil or whatever your preference is, but I prefer brow gel for her since she already has a full brow. You can also use a clear brow gel if you prefer, but I wanted to add a little color to her brow to give her structure to her face. So a step that's not shown in this video is I have already applied my lash glue to my false lash, and it is setting right now. That way it allows the glue to get tacky and it's not going to interfere with any of the makeup that's already on the face. When I do my 10-minute makeup going out the door, the first thing I do is usually apply glue to my lashes, so by the time I get to my eye area, the lash is ready to apply directly to your eyelid. Or should I say lash line. I personally don't recommend gluing your eyelash to the lash area directly where your hair grows because it can pull out your eyelashes. I normally go just a very tiny bit above the lash line. That way it does not grip to your hair and pull it out when you pull it off at the end of the day. We want to keep our real lashes, girl. So I'm applying the eyelash to the eye area, taking tweezers. I'm going to make sure it's on evenly. I'm using the legendary Ariel wispies. I prefer the wispies for a natural look or everyday makeup because it gives the eye area that perfect amount of zhuzh that you need to shape the eye. You always want to make sure that your glue is tacky on the eyelashes before applying them, so make sure you apply the glue to the lashes about a minute before applying them. This is going to make sure that you don't ruin any of the makeup underneath the eye area when applying. Long darling. We're going to take our bronzer and just go back into the cheek area and blend it into the loose powder that has already been setting along her jawline. And yeah. Next step is going to be highlight. I'm taking my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate powder highlighter and I'm going to run that along the bridge of her nose and the high points of the cheekbone area along the sides of her eye. I prefer this highlighter since it doesn't look chalky and it gives a nice natural glow to the skin. Next, taking my fluffy powder brush, I'm going to dust away the powder that's underneath her eye area outward and blend it all into her nose area as well, whatever's left over under her eye. Dust off the forehead and move right into the eyeliner part of this tutorial. Taking the Makeup by Mario liquid eyeliner, I'm going to apply a clean line along her lash line where the eyelash has set, just to blend the eyelash into the eye area. I prefer a pen-like liquid eyeliner because it allows you to do a fierce cat eye when need be, or do a small thin baby line along the lash line. So letting that eyeliner dry and set, we're going to dust away the remaining loose powder that's on the skin. When dusting it away, you also want to make sure that you run that into the bronzer area where there's bronzer. That way everything has a seamless application. And this is going to ensure that your makeup is totally set and ready for the day. Next, you want to do your lip area, and for her lips, I'm going to use MAC Snob Lip Gloss, which is one of my personal favorites. It's a perfect pink for every day. It's not too pink and it's not too light either. It just gives you that right amount of color to the lip area. Get it in there, girl. I will say, if you've never done a 10-minute makeup, it takes time to get used to your face and know what works for your skin. I tell all of my clients this. You have to learn your face and learn what works for you. I would recommend highlighting your best features first. In some cases, that could be your eye area, and some it could be your lips or your cheekbones. You know the vibes, girl. Next, I'm going to use my Aqua Resist color pencil. This is a pencil by Makeup Forever. It is longwear and waterproof. I'm going to go into the gap between the lash line and the eyelash and fill that in with the pencil. This just ties everything together in the eye area and will ensure that the eyelash and the eye are one. So here I am going in, dusting off whatever's left around the eye area and the nose. Ooh, that was a little rough. Sorry, girl. They don't call it a quick beat for nothing. Going back in with my Makeup Forever Aqua Resist color pencil, I'm going to apply it to the waterline underneath her eyelashes once again, just to make sure that everything is seamless in the eye area. And take your favorite mascara and apply that to your real lashes and your false lashes as well to blend them together. And finally, I take my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, spray the face, and that's your 10-minute makeup tutorial. Please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more amazing makeup content coming soon.